dokie. So basically putting the finishing touches on the table, and this part here I was actually using the top of the table to get the legs finished up there, welding up the feet to the legs themselves, and basically just tacking it up. And I tried to do inch at a time and then turn it around, go to the furthest end, try to keep the heat to a minimum and keep any warpage down and such. But yeah, everything went together pretty well. Everything's pretty straight, or at least straight enough for what I'm going to be doing. It's not 100% perfect, but I'm not going to be machining any parts or doing anything like that. But anyway, it's heavier than I thought it would be, which nothing really wrong with that per se. It's just hard to move around. The last bit where I was welding the legs on, it was a little tough to basically negotiate it into place to get a good angle at welding everything. And I didn't get every little detail. I tried to edit out a lot and didn't really videotape every single last little bit, but I've got quite a bit here. Yeah, that's the welds there. Not perfect, but decent. It's one thing with the main another reason I did this was to practice TIG welding. I've actually been doing it off and on for I don't know, 10 years, 12 years at least, but pretty inconsistent. It's just more of a hobby type thing. And I've noticed when you do it several days in a row, your definitely skill really improves in just a few days. So I don't know. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like if this is what I actually did for a living, fabricate and weld and such. And but anyways, the welds as I went along progressively got better and better. So I got the other, two legs here, basically flipped it around, did the other ones. But anyway, it was trying to decide what color to paint it. And originally I was going to paint it blue, but I don't know, my welder's red. I got a Lincoln welder, and my toolboxes are red, and so I figured I'll just, I'm going to paint the legs and everything red once it's all said and done there. And yeah, so that's what I did. Ended up looking good. Welding up the bottom part here, and I, at this point I was, I'd been on vacation for a few days, and I was just trying to really get it done. So I was kind of rushing through this part, and I was gonna plan on putting a shelf or something on the bottom there, but nothing yet. It's just the bare bottom. My chop saw fits on there pretty nice, but yeah, right now it's just empty. So yeah. All right, so I basically got everything welded up here. Right now I'm just finishing up putting some handles on here. I got this one tacked up. Got another one here that got ready to put on. It's gonna be on the side so we can roll it around. Get the wheels on there, because this sucker is gonna be, it's a beast to move around, that's for sure. It weighs, I'm gonna guess probably 200 pounds once it's all said and done here. But anyway, just finishing up. So at this point I'm just cleaning it up, putting the finishing touches on, about to put the wheels on. As far as on the bottom, I may fabricate a little shelf out of some angle iron and expanded metal, or may just put a piece of plywood in there, cut it out to fit. But I don't know, either which way, I'll cross that bridge later. But I'm just eager to test this sucker out. Got another project I'm about to start on it, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so we've got it, it's all finished. Got it painted, paint's dry. Got the wheels on. I had to mount, initially I wanted to put the screws this way, but with the casters, and those screws the bolts were a little too long, so I had to mount these upside down. But all in all, I like the way it turned out. Definitely solid. Got the handles there to kind of make it easy to maneuver around. See how easy it is to get in here under the nook that I made for it. Kind of like parallel parking a car. Yeah, that fits in there real nice. Alright, that's it. So that's going to conclude part 3 of the welding table project build up. If you'd like to see this or any other projects that I have here in the near future planned out and we'll be putting on here, please consider subscribing. Until then, thanks for watching.